channel. This is Tita Lavinia of Titas of Pageantry, and for this episode, I will be counting down 10 looks that I would love to see on our very own Rabiya Mateo. So please make sure you stick around. Please subscribe to the channel as well as hit that bell notification button for your weekly pageant picks. So, I know a lot of you are so excited, a lot of you are super happy to see Rabiya back because a couple of days ago, she published a very short pasarela video which was really well received, not just in the Philippines but also in other countries, other pageant-loving countries. So they noticed very positive physical changes with Rabiya, changes with her styling. I think right now they're doing looks that are a bit fiercer, a bit more mature, so we can see that it's very evident. It was followed up by a number of photos of her stint in Cebu. So I think everyone knows by now that she has some projects in Cebu, but she will be back to continue with her Miss Universe preparations as well as those photo shoots we talked about from the previous episode. So speaking of the previous episode, I am doing this episode right now because I feel that this is a very good follow-up to the episode that we discussed earlier. It was about updates on Rabiya. It was also about some styling issues that she got caught into. So unfortunately, it was a long video, but I wasn't able to really expound on the styling aspect of her preparation. And now that the team is, very receptive to suggestions, I have forwarded some of your suggestions to them. However, some of the suggestions are just super far-fetched, like putting a map on a gown or putting, I don't know, some very literal Filipino touches on her wardrobe. I left that behind. But yeah, there were some looks that I forwarded to the team, and I'm really glad that they're very receptive to suggestions. So I hope that we get to see these suggestions be brought to life. Now, what I did on Titas of Pageantry that inspired me to do this episode was that I gathered some fashion looks that I think might work well with Rabiya, and then I posted them on our Instagram IG stories, and I asked our followers to vote for their favorite looks, and the results were overwhelming. So this inspired me to come up with 10 looks that I think might work well on our queen. Because anyway, there's really nothing to talk about. I might as well do this, fantastical list. So yeah, let's go ahead and get this one started. The little white dress. Now, most of us are familiar with the little black dress, that go-to wardrobe when we're feeling lazy, when we don't want to think anymore, we still want to look put together with minimal effort. Yes, we go for the black dress, also to make us look slimmer. But I think for Rabiya, she could do with a white dress this time. That crisp, neat, fresh white dress, very Heart Evangelista, number 1 to elevate her brand, and number 2 to take pegs from, because Heart, I think, is a poster girl for petite women who have impeccable white wardrobe. So she could take notes from Heart Evangelista, but at the same time, white is also something that would complement her skin tone because she's very tan. It would really pop on her. Rabiya could also wear a variety of styles, so she doesn't have to be confined in just mini dresses. So the things that I've seen online that might work for her are these bodycon middies. I know most of you are afraid of lengths that are below the knee, but I think this one could work really well as long as it's fitted with very thin straps. She could also go for something with sleeves with a little bit of a slit action, or if she's feeling flirty, if she's feeling fun, she could take pegs from this ensemble by Bella Hadid. This one is with a tighter top and a skirt that fans out that looks like a tennis skirt because that shows a lot of legs, and yeah, it's fun. Or she could even go with a blazer dress. Now, I know most of the blazer dresses in the market, even if it looks professional, usually the silhouette is boxy. So I wish they would find something with a little bit more of a cinch in the waist. So it would look like the top, like an elongated top from Dior's new look. I'm gonna flash the photos so that you get what I mean. But if it were just up to me, actually she wore a similar look at her pasarela video, but I would like it to look more polished and take pegs from Emma Watson at the premiere of Noah in London. So Emma at that time wore a white gown that was very minimalist. It had a single slit. It was soft and flowy, and what was striking about it was that it was so clean, it was so nicely made, and the top, or the cut on the top, was a halter. So it showed a lot of the shoulders as well as the back. So I think Rabiya should try this look in white. What do you think? Number 9, pointy pumps. Now, I know Rabiya has worn pointy pumps in the past, so this isn't an issue of incorporating these pumps in her wardrobe. But this is about looking for styles that would really elongate your legs, would make you look taller. So if it were just up to me, I would love for her to have access to the more expensive brands such as Christian Louboutin, So Kate line. I think the shape would work really, really well in Rabiya with the arch and that elevation in the heels. I think that would look really fine for her. They have a really nice line of nude pumps, and if she's feeling a little more adventurous, maybe she could even go for ombre. One of the other styles that I would love for her to get access to are the Foley Strass line by Christian Louboutin as well. So this is a combination of mesh and some sparkles, because I love me some sparkles. But if she's really going for it, might as well have access to the it shoe of the season, the PVC and rhinestone encrusted Amida Muadi's Begum glass slippers. So yeah, it's very Cinderella. So it's, you know, it's fine for me if she has a little bit of luxury pieces in her wardrobe, but she doesn't have to drown in, you know, luxury. Number 8, the tailored suit. Now, I know a lot of you will complain and say, Tita, it's so predictable. Tailored suit again, tailored suit again. But guys, you have to understand that the tailored suit is a wardrobe staple and it's very professional. And what's good about the tailored suit is that it leaves you room when it comes to styling, so you can be as masculine as you want to be. You can make it even sexy feminine, or you can even look boyish with newer cuts that look more K-pop ready. So what I would love for Rabiya to explore are these looks exactly. So she could go for a very Yves Saint Laurent smoking jacket with very slim trousers type of sexy suit, or maybe go for a white sexy suit a la Taylor Swift. But yeah, if she's feeling more adventurous, why not go for pastels? I think it will be on trend this season if you go for pastels, and then maybe go for something that isn't too sexy this time, something that looks more boyish with a blouse that buttons up at the top. Or maybe if she's feeling more adventurous, go for the Dolce & Gabbana type of suits with metallic fabrics. So I feel like these are looks that they could play with, especially with her styling team, who also has one foot in high fashion, because these people are involved in the magazine industry, in the fashion industry. So maybe she could, you know, they could guide Rabiya into that direction and look like a celebrity on the front row of a really posh fashion show. At number 7 is the slip dress. This 1990s staple is still very, very strong up until today. Now, we have seen a lot of the it girls, a lot of influential types wear a slip dress, so I think this is still a very good look for Rabiya because of its versatility. The slip dress can be styled in a manner that is very elegant and effortless for an evening look. They can even go for something more casual and sporty for the daytime. But if it were up to me, it would be best to look at the pics from these supermodels who have managed to wear a slip dress and make it look elegant as well as put together. At number 6, the Filipiniana. Now, being Filipino and a Philippine representative, it would be a shame not to include a Filipiniana in a representative's wardrobe. You cannot escape it. It should be your duty and your styling team duties to make sure that you have a Filipiniana in your wardrobe for an event or two or even more. It doesn't matter if people will start telling you that you're copying Catriona this or Catriona that. It doesn't matter. You have to have a Filipiniana in your wardrobe. And what's great about what's happening now is that they're making Filipiniana designs that are more accessible to the masses, as evidence of Ternocon, like a convention of ternos and designers who make designs that are more of the avant-garde to classic ones. So it gives us a variety of looks. It gives us access to our artistic minds who reinvent the terno, or at least elevate the brand, or make sure that the skill set is still there to pass on to the next generation. And Rabiya, being a representative of the Philippines and being one of the youngest Miss Universe Philippines out there, could actually use this as a platform to make sure that a lot of younger folks, a lot of younger Filipinos get to appreciate and get to have access to Filipiniana looks. And to do that, you have to look the part. So there are a number of Filipiniana looks that I feel would work really well for Rabiya. I thought that the one that she wore at her homecoming to Iloilo, I thought that those were really, really good looks because it was a little out of the box, but it still looked really sexy and classy. So yeah, she could continue on with that direction. But she might want to consider these styles like the cropped bolero type over a simple dress style. That could really work. Or she could go for the collection that was popularized by JC Buendia. There was this particular look that Alaiza Malinao also wore at Miss Universe 2018 in Bangkok. I'm gonna flash the photo for you. But it's a really nice ensemble of a top and a skirt that fans out. There are other Filipiniana looks that are not confined to the terno, so she could still go for maybe a pastel colored barong dress or take cue from the collection of Mark Bumgarner, who makes impeccable ternos as well. But if it were up to me, if she wants to look hip and young and modern and fresh in a terno, might as well go ahead and check out Julia Barretto's look at the ABS-CBN ball. So this was made by Rajo Laurel, and this showcased a very 1950s silhouette with a cinched waist. I think that would work really well with Rabiya. But what's really darling about this ensemble are the sleeves. They're a little smaller. So with Rabiya's slight frame, I think this would work really, really well. And the tricycles. At number 5, the jumpsuit. Jumpsuits are a good alternative for cocktail dresses. So just like the slip dress, this is a very versatile type of garment. You can dress it up, you could also dress it down. You could also mix up your accessories with this, going for minimal looks to more statement pieces. But what I would like Rabiya to delve into are jumpsuit looks that have a really good fit at the top, but something that is more open, something that shows a little more skin so that she could look longer, leaner, taller. Number 4, Filipino touches. If you've seen my interview with Kat back in December, we did talk about this. And she mentioned that the move is not something that is exclusive to her. That other ladies can continue with the tradition of showcasing their roots via their accessories. So it could be a pocket square or it could be a piece of jewelry. And I think that this would be a smart move if they incorporate some pieces into Rabiya's wardrobe. So that means incorporating ornaments, maybe earrings, or maybe jewelry, or maybe bags. Because we do have a number of designers and artisans, not just who are centered in Manila, but based in the provinces as well. And I'm sure Iloilo, they have designers as well that I haven't really tapped into. But it would be nice to have everybody on board and to discover these labels, because not only are they helping the creatives behind it, but they might also be helping the community who are making sure that they produce world-class quality products that are Philippine made. Number 3, mini dresses. Now, mini dresses are the obvious choice for Rabiya's wardrobe because of her frame and her height. You feel that she needs all that leg action. I feel you with that. But the thing about mini dresses this time is that she cannot just live on mini dresses alone. She has to be able to have variety in her wardrobe. But if she will go for the mini dresses, then these are the styles that I would love to see her into. So the first one is with Kendall Jenner with a more powerful shoulders and that sleeves, as well as that skirt with a little bit of this pleating action. Or she could go for something sleek and sexy, a little revealing, by Selena Gomez in this red dress, which is one of my favorite looks, by the way. I would love to check her out in a lace dress with a bow. I feel that it's very K-drama, very K-pop princess, but I would love for her to be styled in such a way as well so that it's not so European-centric in terms of styling. So maybe a little bit of a pullback when it comes to accessories and makeup, something softer. But for some events that are more special, then I would love for her to be the sparkliest in the group. There are a number of really sparkly party dresses that I would love to see her into. Berta Bridal does a lot of these gowns, and then there are gowns that with fringe, bejeweled fringe and embellishments. I would love to see her in that. But if she really wants to check out how her body would respond to certain cuts and certain styles, maybe she could take pegs from Olivia Culpo because they seem to have the same body type. So Olivia has worn so many mini dresses in the past. It's well documented in her social media accounts, and yeah, Rabiya can just choose a type of dress that would look well on her. So it doesn't have to be as revealing as what Olivia Culpo is accustomed to, but there are some really nice ones that she could check out. Number 2, cutouts. Cutouts are a great way to show a little bit of skin without revealing too much. And with Rabiya, this is something that might work well, especially with the direction that they're going for in terms of styling. They want Rabiya to be a little more sexy this time, so they want to take her out a little bit out of her comfort zone. So I think cutouts would work really well because it does well with a dress. It could also work well with pants or maybe a jumpsuit. For my number 1 spot, I will give this to the yellow gown. Now, I know that red is power and I am red. This is the phrase that was popularized by Rabiya, so now she is associated with the color red. But I cannot help but wish that they would steer her in the direction of yellow this time, because I feel that it looks really good on her skin tone and it would brighten up her features. Now, the last time we had a representative wear yellow was back in 2013 with Ariela Arida, who competed at Miss Universe in Russia. So I feel that now is the time for a redo. Now, if you feel like, Tita, the timing is so close to each other, then you would have to consider red. If Rabiya wears red to the finals, that would mean that she would be the 4th Miss Universe representative to wear red within this 10-year period. So you have Gazini, who wore red last year, and then Kat, of course, with her lava gown in 2018, and then Maxine Medina, who also wear red to the finals for the 2016 edition. So it might not be a good idea to continue to wear red for the finals. So if they are thinking of making some changes when it comes to the finals look, because I feel that what Gazini did last year by elevating a look that she already showcased for the nationals might not work this time. If they are feeling like they need a shift in direction, then yeah, maybe you could go for yellow this time. So I've chosen a number of yellow looks for you, from flowy dresses to dresses that are fit close to the body to embellished ones. You take your pick, and I hope that they go ahead and listen to all of these suggestions. I know that you guys will have your ideas, so just go ahead and list them down. This concludes my top 10 looks that I would love to see on our Rabiya Mateo, and hopefully it gets to their styling team, and hopefully we get to see some of these looks come into life. So thank you so much, you guys, and I will see you very soon. Bye!